Now then, one of our next two guests, out of our next two guests rather, one was a teenage heartthrob chasing his dream girl and the other was chasing around galaxies in his starship. That all seems so long ago now. It's an odd pairing, some might think. It's Patrick Stewart and Dawson's Creek star Joshua Jackson pairing up to hit the West End stage, both of you.
Well, I've got a question. How do you know I wasn't also a teenager?
I was about to say.
Well, no doubt you were, Patrick. I'm not questioning
somewhere
that.
there was a little corner of the West Riding of Yorkshire where I was a teenager.
But it's testament to you that you're still, after all these
Still
years,
going.
idol,
lovely.
Patrick,
I didn't mean
albeit
to
not a
drop that,
teenage
but thank
one.
you anyway.
Anyway, lovely to see you both together for A Life in the Theatre. This is the play that you're about to hit the West End with, yeah?
It is.
And what's it about, Patrick?
It's a story of two actors backstage in a regional theatre in the United States. When I say backstage, it is literally because the audience are looking at the upstage, backstage area. In fact, the designer's done something very clever. They're looking at another audience on the other side of the stage. So you see us on stage in extracts of the plays we're doing, in the dressing room, at the stage door, in the wings, in a rehearsal room, and so forth. There's presumably is a rest of a company somewhere, but we never see them. Just the two of us.
Just the two of us, yeah.
And Josh, your West End, well, your stage debut, not only your West End debut. I mean, you couldn't get much higher, could you, really?
Not really, I don't think.
Is it a bit daunting?
This is the beginning. I think I'm in good hands so far, so...
I think you might
that
be.
was few. You're not getting any more of those all day.
Because you both play actors in repertory theatre.
It's a big stretch.
Which you've both done, no doubt, all those years ago for you, Patrick.
Yeah, I did. It was a blessing, really, because the time this play was written, I was out of rep by then.
Yeah.
But it's written about a permanent company in a provincial, a regional town, and that's how I began. The first 6 years of my life were spent in such companies with actors like my character, like Robert. He's a beginner, and clearly he's going to go places. The character that Josh plays is going to be a star. My character is on the decline, you know. And I knew actors who were, you know, my age and had never left the provinces and really didn't expect to go anywhere. So it's for me, it's very much a throwback to the start of my career.
But it's also an absurd look at the sort of goings-on and the rivalry. You seem very taken with each other. It's all that time you spent together.
Yeah, when you spend
people.
Two of us in Kennington, it was a true bonding. Well,
that's where you've been rehearsing, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, we have nobody else but one another to depend on.
Yeah, it is just the two of us. But I mean, I wasn't kidding when I said I'm in good hands here. We've been out in Kennington for the last month, and yesterday was the first time we actually got a chance to stand on the stage and do it together. Yeah. So it's all pretty damn fun.
And when do you do it for real?
Thursday. I mean, oh no, Wednesday night. We run it through. We have our first dress rehearsal. Thursday for other people, Wednesday for us.
Yeah. He keeps the schedule.
Yeah. That's right. I'm actually not on stage. I'm a stage manager. I'm moving into a different phase of my career.
Keeping Patrick in line.
Exactly, which is a tough job, let me tell you.
I'm sure it is.
It must be a tough job following that voice. I mean, such a recognisable voice, yes. Make it so
Two
number
packs
one.
a day just to try and catch up. Hello, yes.
Well, but you know, this is an American play, and Josh, I have to point out, is not an American.
Thank you.
Canadian.
I am indeed, yeah.
But so I mean, vocally, I have to get much closer to him,
right?
Because they're two Americans in the regional theatre, and so I have his voice to imitate, to copy the sound of that voice. So it's not this way; it's the other way around that the imitating is going on.
But it is an absurd way to make a living, isn't it? Really, Patrick? I mean, this play is about the absurdity of acting, the rivalry, the joy as well. But what a way to make a living.
Good work if you can get it, like they say.
Have you been keeping your eye on the Oscar? They're going to happen today, the Oscar nominations. Have you any?
Are they really?
Yeah. Any tips? I went to see that film last night, Ray, with Jamie Foxx about Ray Charles.
It's great, I hear.
If that doesn't win,
his performance should absolutely be nominated.
Well, you know, I lived in Los Angeles for 17 years, this time of year, and that would be all that everybody was talking about, and been talking about for weeks.
Yeah.
I can't tell you what a relief it is to have somebody tell me today's nomination day, and I've no idea, and I don't give a damn.
Do you know, I can remember, Patrick, on the red carpet, because I was based in Hollywood for a couple of years, and before I started going ever so slightly mad, because you do, I think, out there.
Really?
And I can remember you. No. As the morning goes on, it gets worse.
Oh dear, we'll be off.
We'll be back.
My word, it's never happened.
You're lucky you debuted at 7:20. I can remember you very fondly on the red carpet. number
Yes.
of times.
Yes. No, actually, only once. I've only been to the Academy Awards once, and it was
That's
lovely.
absurd.
I think it was fun, actually.
But you're based here now?
No.
No, you've
I am,
been here.
yes. And Josh is going to stay here. He's never going to leave London.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you have Irish
gonna love-
connections, don't you?
I do. I have Irish family and Irish blood who hopefully will be coming over to see the show, including my mother, a whole bunch of Dubliners. You'll know when they're in the audience.
Oh, yes.
You'll hear them.
All right. Well,
Lovely.
it's lovely
Good
to
luck.
meet the two of you. You can see the relationship fizzing already, and it hasn't even hit the stage yet. 27th, it previews, and then the press night is the 2nd of February, which is when it officially opens.
That's right.
Apollo Theatre.